life. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm pretty much content with just rhyming all day.
Or digital can instantly share pictures.
I can start.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
Later, you know what it is. Hey, Ham Solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey.
They said, we said, we lit. They said, we said, we on. They said, we said, we strong. They said, we said, we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said, we said, we in. They said, we said, we on. They said, we said, strong. They said, we said, go. We say that you heard right. 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 Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you Red Fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Cut you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make you bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go.
18 bands, I done sold another thing. 10 grand cash, that'll get you about a half. 3.5, that's $100 slab. 1,300 for a baby. Oh, let me get the lights on. What's cracking? Good morning, everybody. What's cracking? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's your boy Ham Solo back. I haven't even combed my damn hair yet. All I did was wash my face, brush my teeth, and do the kind of stuff you need to do to take care of yourself in the morning. I just didn't comb my hair yet. Damn, didn't even turn on my lights. Didn't even turn on my lights yet, but I had everything else ready. I had the stream ready. I had everything good to go for y'all. Good morning. Good to see y'all. Happy to have y'all here. This your boy Ham Solo here for another day to talk all about gaming, talk all about the different stuff that's happening within the gaming universe and whatnot. Welcome to TSWS Gaming. I'm so excited and just I'm feeling pretty electric this morning. I finally got my domain name, so I finally got an official email that I can send out to people. I look way more professional than having an at gmail.com or whatever. I feel so much more professional right now. It is insane. I feel electric. I'm happy. Let's go. And I'm also working towards getting a website possibly built. Just a landing page so people know where to go, where else they can find me, other places that I got shows going on and whatnot. Thank you guys so much for joining today's show. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. I'm sitting here jamming some music while I'm talking to you guys through my glasses right now. I'm ready for a dope ass day. I'm ready to have a good time. Thank you so much, Legendary Yobi out there, my top mod is over here sharing out the stream over on Twitter and other social media sites. If you haven't done that, you can do that if you want. I'd appreciate it a ton. Do your thing. If you're just kicking back listening while you're working as well, that's cool. That's cool. I'm definitely going to be talking about some pretty exciting stuff. There's a lot of different news to talk about. There's some stuff I kind of skipped over yesterday. Didn't really talk about too much for the fact that I just wanted to play Kingdom Come Deliverance. I just wanted to play the damn game. So I played the damn game yesterday, but shout out to that game actually, because it's having a big time launch right now. It really is, or at least seemingly is, right. It's coming in at very, very high ratings right now. And it's exciting to see 9s and 10s across the board for that game, right? The first one still looks beautiful on PC. I know that there was an article. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not sure if I actually saved it or not, but no, I didn't save it. But the article earlier that I was reading was talking about how Kingdom Come Deliverance is kind of proof. And I feel like not only Kingdom Come Deliverance, but also a game like last year, Dragon's Dogma. Those games are proof that you can make a beautiful game, right? But the thing about Kingdom Come Deliverance is apparently it's running You said I'm a tad blurry? I don't know, bro. Hopefully that fixed it. I don't know. But anyways, those games are really nice, but I guess Kingdom Come Deliverance in particular is supposed to be running really well right now. And if you have a PC, this is why PC gaming to me might be the last stop for your boy Ham Solo. I'm sorry, but it's $40 on a key site right now. Yo, that sounds good to me. I haven't even ran this damn pick through my hair yet. I might not. But let's go on ahead and start off the show. I want to start off the show with something dope to talk about at first. I don't want to get straight into any negativity, any bad news. Let's have a good fucking day. Let's have a good day. All right? Let's have a good day for PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. Let's talk about positive shit all around for all of that. I'm sorry if you don't like positive shit, exit. But if you like positive shit, you finna get it here. All right? You finna get it here today for sure, because there's a lot of dope stuff to talk about. Shout out to Innate in the chat that says the original Kingdom Come Deliverance looks passable. LOL. I played it yesterday, maxed out, and it looks all right. I think it looks great. I don't feel like they ran the cutscenes very good. Keep in mind, this is an old game that only runs at 30 FPS on consoles. It only runs at 30 FPS on consoles. Part 2 of Kingdom Come Deliverance brought 60 FPS, VRR, 40 FPS, and 30 FPS, which is nice, right? It's better. It's much better. If you're just joining the conversation right now, hit that like button. We're finna watch something that I don't know if you've been paying attention, but they just dropped this video earlier today, and it is some good news, and I'm looking to get back into this. So let's jump to the next scene. I forgot to turn on my little thing up there, so I'll just hit that on. But anyways, Helldivers 2 right here. Dedication, diligence, devotion, democracy. The ardent servants of freedom stop at nothing to secure the galaxy's safety, even if it means sacrificing the lives of themselves and their comrades. War Bond is available on February 6th. Full briefing right here. So this is one of five comments that they left. And so that comes out in 2 days, just to let you know. But it says this right here: Servants of Freedom War Bond highlights include primary LAS-17 Edge sickle laser rifle weapon. Secondary, I like this one right here. GP-20 Ultimatum, a front-loading grenade pistol with stratagems. My favorite part right here. B100 portable hell bomb. If you are familiar with the hell bombs, bro, like the hell bombs are one of the most fun things to just ignite and run. You just get the booking. You just get the fucking booking. Like you just tap in up, down, left, right, down, left, up. Get the hell up out of town after you do that. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so I'm gonna hit show more. It's just as a beacon of democratic truth in a covenant backpack format. Oh, convenient, excuse me, not covenant. Convenient backpack format. I was gonna say that didn't make any sense. All right, throwables. G50 Seeker self-destruct drone. That sounds pretty dope. Kind of like one of those plane things that you throw up in like Call of Duty or something like that, right? I'd assume. And this is the picture for those. So this looks pretty dope. This is the double-edged the laser. This is the grenade pistol, the portable hell bomb, and that the throwable grenade right here. a few extra bonus banners, capes, emotes, and player title. Not bad. All right. And it says primary weapon, double-edged sickle. All right. It says, all right. So it just kind of describes each of the things. And then it says right here, armor. The IE3 Martyr medium and IE12 Righteous medium. Medium armors have robes and cloak inspired details and come equipped with integrated explosive passive, which, oh wow, which gives every Helldiver protection against becoming voteless upon death. Your copes will detonate and take out the enemies around you. Nobody is going to control your mind, soldier. Prove your worth and fight for democracy with the servants of freedom. Premium War Bond releasing on February 6th. So that's pretty amazing right there. Shout out to Jagger Blaze Alex saying good morning, Ham and chat. Yes, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming through. Please make sure to share this out. Hit that like button. Support your boy. I'm not asking you for any cash or anything. I'm just asking you to do the most simple, basic stuff. I appreciate that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Just support from my fellow comrades out here. Let's get it in Helldivers 2. Anybody want to play that game at any point, holla at your boy. I'll play it right here on stream. I'll play it right here on stream with you. Like, I don't give a damn. I'm down to play some Helldivers 2. That game is fun as hell. And the community around it is usually pretty good as well. Y'all ever down to play Helldivers 2? Just give me a day's notice and I'll play. I'm down. I'm down. All right. But anyways, let's go on ahead and check out this video that was posted here. Pause the music on my headsets or my glasses, I guess. Let's check it out. So this is the laser. Oh, nice. So that's the throwable drone, the heat seeker thing. The portable hell bomb. Let's go. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. I love it. It just pops off your back and you just run. I love it. Let's go. Digging it, feeling it, liking it. But anyways, we got a lot to talk about, so we got to move on. We can't just sit on there. Another game that's coming out here soon from THQ Nordic. If you haven't played the previous one, it was pretty fun. I personally put a little bit of time in and didn't put a ton of time into it because I was looking forward to other games when the original one came out. But Wreckfest 2 comes to early access on PC later this year in March of 2025. And it looks pretty clean. It looks nice, right? But it says forget shiny supercars. Wreckfest 2 crashes its way into early access on PC on March 20th. Okay, so this might just only be for PC. It looks like it probably will, but let's go ahead and check out the trailer for this as well, where we're at it. Like the fire animation. Goodness gracious. This would be a fun game to play in VR. I ain't even a front. I think in VR in like a racing setup, that would be a lot of fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I know I'm talking about the most extravagant way, right, to play. And Nate says, first let me go over to Jagger Blaze. He says, imagine having the Fat Boy gun from Fallout in Helldivers. I mean, that would be hot. Even the electricity gun, right? The electricity gun. I love that. The Tesla gun in Fallout. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Ray G says everyone needs to try Helldivers, and Nate says I had a lot of fun with Helldivers for a few months. They need to add some heavy penetration weapons though. Light and medium ain't cutting it. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. That would be kind of nice, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be packed full of a ton of ammo, and maybe you have to, call in for ammunition a little bit more, right? Just because it's really powerful and effective, but you use a lot of ammo at once. I think that would be pretty dope. I think that would be fair, right? So I think that's a fair suggestion to let the folks over at Helldivers know. But yeah, all right. So Wreckfest, that comes out later. I thought that was interesting. Microsoft Game Pass, or the UK one, but the actual Game Pass channel was announcing some of the games that are upcoming. If you can see them right here, Avowed coming to Ultimate in particular, which is nice. That will be coming very soon on the 18th, I believe, unless you get the premium edition that comes out on the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. So if you're gonna be lonely for Valentine's Day, I'm just saying, the Avowed's right there. I got a wife, so I'm gonna be straight. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna be alone and you ain't got shit else to do, there's a brand new game coming out the day before that got you covered, that you can give a try. Also, Madden 25 is going to be coming out, of course, because the Super Bowl Sunday that's going to be coming out. Every Super Bowl, they seem to drop the new Madden into EA Play. So this is just clockwork. It's nothing new, but here it is. If you own the college football game right now, then you may be excited to possibly look towards being able to transfer your player if you haven't purchased the most recent Madden. And if you're like me, that really doesn't give a damn about Madden like that. They come out every year. I wish 2K was like this, right? Because it's the hell with 2K. You sink $70 in every year, and it's just the same game. And half the time, they somehow mess something up, so it's worse than the last game. But anyways, I'm not here to complain. What's it called? Kingdom Two Crowns comes out on Ultimate and Standard. Starfield comes to Standard Game Pass. Another Crab's Treasure comes to Standard, and then also Euden Chronicles 100 Heroes hits Game Pass Standard. So there's your little heads up for Game Pass. If you're wondering what's going to be happening this month, there you go. Avowed, the biggest hot game. Madden, real nice because it's Super Bowl weekend. And then obviously, the rest of them. Starfield, big time for standard users that do not have Ultimate. That's nothing to look past that. That's definitely pretty dope. All right, so got our news on that one. Microsoft. So the reason I have the title the way it says is because there seems to be some sort of weird advertisement that was shown that had Spider-Man, like Miles Morales. It looked like, from the Spider-Verse kind of Spider-Man. So not like the Spider-Man that's been coming out for not like the Spider-Man 2 that just came out the PC, or Miles Morales or anything like that. But it is Miles Morales, but it's like the Spider-Verse version of him, if you're familiar with that. So apparently Microsoft had that in one of their thumbnails, which caught a lot of people off guard, wondering if that means Spider-Man's gonna be on Xbox for the first time since Insomniac's been, purchased by Sony, which would be mad interesting. So I kind of want to find that picture. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I bet I don't have to look very far on Twitter to find that. Watch, I'll just type in Spider-Man Xbox. I bet it's gonna see, there it is, right there. I didn't have to go very far. See, Spider-Man Xbox. And then it shows like Miles Morales looking character right there. If you think that's like, oh, that's just a little clip, who is that? I mean, just look at it right there. There's Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse, right there. You see that picture, and then you see that one. It's clearly the same person. It's clearly the same person, and you see the tweet right there. It's from Xbox themselves. So I think that's kind of interesting. Let's see if there is a promotional video, which there is right here that we could see. Maybe we could spot it ourselves.
The Idea at
there it
Xbox
was.
Showcase is back. Exclusive looks at tons of new and unannounced games from some of the most talented studios making the coolest stuff on Earth. Tune in to see more of Jump Ship and studios like Don't Nod, 11-Bit, and more.
Well, there you go. I mean, we've seen it right at the beginning just for like a quick glance at it. But it's definitely something interesting. The showcase itself comes out on February 24th on IGN. It's like it's the ID at Xbox showcase. They usually do they usually partner up with somebody to do this announcement, seemingly. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what comes of that. I don't know what to expect. Let me see what the chat has to say about it, because I'm curious what y'all have to say about it, right? Jaggerblaze Alex says his color of clothing is blue and red like Spidey. Innate says, from what I understand, promote the ID Xbox. So for whatever reason, whoever, I'm guessing you're meant to say whoever put it together at IGN put Spider-Verse Miles in there, which is weird. I mean, it is weird, and that's why a lot of people are talking about it, right? If nothing comes of it, then it just feels like, ah, damn it, IGN, here you go with that bullshit again, right? But if something does come of it, that will be something weird to see. That would be weird to see, especially at an ID at Xbox. Like, you know what I mean? Like that would be weird. Like, why is it being done by by an indie developer? Why would it be done by an indie developer? Like an IP that big, why would it be done by an indie developer? That doesn't make any sense to me. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
The ID at Xbox Showcase is back.
I'm sorry, but that's just weird. I don't know what else to like really say about that. Like it's that's just weird to me. But speaking of superheroes, I'm excited because once again, Invincible got a perfect 100% critic score. And I'm looking forward to this show. I'm not sure if y'all been checking this show out the last 2 seasons, but this coming season, I'm pretty excited from what I've seen. And you see his suits changed. I'm not gonna throw on the trailer because then I'm gonna get some sort of copyright BS. But Sabo says I have no faith in IGN. And Nate says the indie showcase of all places, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't be surprised to see like a Miles Morales Spider-Verse kind of thing on Xbox just for like some sort of like testing purposes excuse, right? But to see it from an indie developer, that just seems weird. That's a big time IP. Good morning, the Sly Crow. Good morning, all of you guys. Please hit that like button. I got 3 likes. Yikes. Hit that likes button, y'all. There's like 10 of y'all up in here. What y'all doing? No, I'm just messing with y'all. But anyways, yeah, Invincible. I just finished watching the last season of it that came out before this upcoming season. It's hitting. It's getting weird, especially since Lil Bro grows up. Anyways, if I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but I want to see what Lil Bro ends up coming into. Ray Cheese asks if anyone's played the Eve Invincible game. I know I haven't. Is it good? Have you played it? Jagger Blaze Alex says maybe a side scroller. Maybe that would be still though. Why would an indie developer be doing that? It's still like to me that IP is just so big that it just doesn't make a ton of sense for it to be done by an indie developer unless you are certain this developer had something just insane cooking. Maybe I'm tripping. And Nate says, yeah, IGN be bugging because they do. We've seen it plenty of times. Rachie says, yeah, okay, you already read that. Let's see. Fuzzy Tomato, good morning to you. He says, I have a ton of Invincible comics, but I've never read them. Okay, fair enough. You got them though, so you can check them out whenever you want to. Ain't no thing. Backlog. You got a book backlog. Ain't no thing. Rachie says, still not. I love visual novels, but my backlog is too huge. I'm excited for the Invincible 3rd season, though. I'm gonna be checking it out. It's popping. All right, Nintendo with the news today, right? Nintendo with the news today. Shout out to Yobi for sending me a little bit of news on Nintendo as well. But this is the one I found just a little bit ago. This is Nintendo's president, Shintaro Furukawa, says it will continue to support Switch after Switch 2's launch as long as there's demand. So in other words, they're saying as long as y'all keep, purchasing the device, getting games on it and stuff like that, they'll keep, pumping them out there. believe me, they want to keep pumping them out. They want Nintendo to be the #1 selling console of all time. So, I mean, they're pretty much telling y'all, please keep supporting it. Please keep getting it. And watch them drop the price. Yeah, listen to Jagger Blaze Alex. He said hit the like button. But, yeah. That's how the console will remain good. But Nintendo president, okay, it said the company will continue to support original. Okay, yeah, I read that. Nintendo reported its latest earnings result on Tuesday, confirming that sales of the original Switch declined by 30% year on year in the 9 months up to December 31st. A few weeks after this sales period, the company finally announced Switch 2 with a full reveal set for April. However, company president Fukawa, I don't know how to say that correctly. I'm just going to keep tripping over it. Said in the earnings call reported by Sankai that he did not believe Switch 2 announcement would have significant impact on current sales of the original console, which honestly I wouldn't be too surprised to either, seeing that a lot of holiday sales and people, and like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped the price of the original Switch just to try to keep them selling after they come out with the Switch 2. And then that'll also make the Switch 2 seem more valuable at the same time. He also said the company would continue to support Switch beyond Switch 2 as long as there's demand. The Switch, the Switch 2. Wait, Fukawa also spoke about Nintendo's plans to prevent Switch 2 resellers. That's interesting. I almost skipped right over that, but I'm gonna have to click on that one here in just a second. The Switch is now approaching 8 years old, and although hardware sales are declining, it's still enjoying unprecedented demand for a console at this point of its life cycle. Nintendo confirmed on Tuesday that Switch sold 4.82 million units over the holiday season for a total of 9.54 million since April 1st of 2024 and 150.86 million lifetime to date. The Switch has to clear 154 million on Nintendo DS and at least 160 million PS2 to become the best selling console in history. Bro, they're only 10 million short, bro. They're only 10 million short. That's nuts to think about, especially seeing that just since April of 2024, they sold 9.4 million. I mean, 9.54 million units. That's crazy. So I mean, bro, they're 10 million away from busting, from taking the crown from PlayStation. PlayStation probably gonna make a, I don't know, they're gonna probably just come out with some wild number about the PS2 sometime soon. They probably will, just to try to keep the Switch on their heels, right? I don't know though. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to watch. All right, it says Nintendo Switch 2 will be backwards compatible with original Nintendo Switch software. Nintendo has confirmed which analysis have speculated could boost the new console's launch sales. Dr. Serkan Toto, CEO of Tokyo-based game industry consultancy Katten Games, told VGC Nintendo Switch 2 cannot come soon enough and questioned what games the company would use to fill the gap until launch. Currently, Nintendo's confirmed Switch release schedule includes only the upcoming Xenoblade Remaster with Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, and Pokemon Legenda Z through A. present, pegged for a broad 2025 release window. It is now much clearer how Nintendo overestimated the life that is still left in the Switch. At the start of the fiscal year, Toto said Nintendo now revised the hardware sales forecast 2 times, and I expect them to miss even the lowered forecast. I'm not sure why they thought they would sell 14 million units this fiscal year. With the very dry software slate, Switch 2 could not come soon enough. I hope for them it's not scheduled for fall, like not too few people believe. So interesting. I wanted to go back up here and click on that one, right? Nintendo plans to prevent Switch 2 resellers. So I gotta see where this takes me, right? So it says right here, Nintendo says it's making preparations for Switch 2 resellers. Furukawa says Nintendo will put measures in place to prevent Switch 2 scalpers. That sounds amazing, but good luck, buddy. Furukawa spoke to the Japanese press for the first time since Switch 2's announcement on Tuesday and was asked about how Nintendo is ensuring a smooth launch. Excuse me. Especially considering the original Switch history of stock shortages, which were often exacerbated by those seeking to resell the console for profit. Furukawa said Nintendo has made preparations based on its past experience, and that ensures it will prepare enough Switch 2 console inventory to meet demand. Man, that sounds nuts though. Like, making sure you have enough is hard enough, right? But then to properly channel it to where people can cop it without having a whole lot of issues, right? So I'm assuming you're gonna probably have to make an account or have some sort of account. Like, maybe they'll do what Steam Deck possibly did, right? Where you have to have like a Steam profile, and maybe you like it helps if you have had one for a little while or have had some games downloaded to an ID of some sort to be able to purchase one from like an online retailer, right? But I don't know how you would stop somebody. Rachie said, just don't sell them online. Are you out of your mind? Like, there's a ton of people that need online to be able to even purchase it. So that's out of the question. Let's see. I mean, there has to be some sort of thing that you need, like some sort of like, I really don't know how you do something like that. Like, that sounds really tough. That sounds tough. Let's see. The Sly Crow says dropped a link for rumored game lineup. Okay, where'd you drop that? Oh yeah, I'm assuming in the Discord. Okay, let me click on this real quick. This better not be no spam. I know this ain't no spam. I'm just messing around.
We reportedly already have the full list of the Nintendo Switch 2 launch games. This is from an article out of comic book called Nintendo Switch 2 launch lineup is 2.
Hit the like button, y'all. I'm gonna hit the like button on his channel. You know, I don't know if he's right or not, but you know, just to support, bro. You know, he got a lot of likes already, but you know, I'm still gonna support.
Too good to be true. Full list of the launch games.
So if you can't read that, it says Nintendo Switch 2 launch lineup is too good to be true. Full list of launch games.
So there's a lot to go over here, and whenever I'm excited about something, I know that y'all are excited about something too. I'm like a big kid at heart, and I see this stuff, and I just want to share it with y'all, and I want to tell you all about what's in this article, and just kind of like share my thoughts and just go over everything with y'all today, and I do think that is worth a sub, as I do try my hardest to hit 100,000 subscribers. With your help, your like, and your sub, I jump right now, but anyway, let's go through this, because these launch titles were launch titles on the entire system, and we were stuck with stuff like Pilot Wings, you know, and crap like that forever and a day, until some better stuff came out, but that's no longer the case, because we already know about the brand new Mario Kart that's coming out, because that was in the Switch 2 launch trailer. And we're not going to know if any of this is confirmed until the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct comes out in April.
Oh, whoa. Did you notice that right there? Yo. If you know what that is, you know what that is. That's amazing to see right there. That's a beautiful sight, y'all. Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, man. Banger.
Switch 2 Nintendo Direct comes out in April, but this is from leakers and everybody else who has more information than I do, so let's just go over it. Not only that, Microsoft is getting in on the game because the Xbox...
Yo, they ain't doing metaphor on the Switch, are they? That'd be hot. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a ton of sense.
Exclusive Halo is coming to the Switch 2 with Halo the Master Chief Collection.
Halo
as well as
yo.
Metaphor, ReFantazio, and Visions of Mana. Those were great RPGs that just came out.
Hey, yo, this Switch is outside for third-party developers, right? And the third-party developers are going to look at it like, yo, let's maybe not try to get 8K gaming going. Let's maybe go to the platform that's selling a ton of our software that's going to be portable, right? Third-party Switch is going to be bonkers. Oh, come on, man. Why are you doing that, Reggie? He says, this is Diddy driving away from prison. You foul for that one. You are truly foul for that one. Man, oh, man. All right, so let's continue.
Year that were notably absent from the Nintendo Switch. So it just makes sense that, yeah, they'll be coming out for the Switch too. And according to this, they are. Then there's also the first-person shooter Doom, The Dark Ages, if you're into that. Then it also goes on to say that...
So the Doom, The Dark Ages isn't even announced yet for the Switch 2, but seeing that the Switch 2 isn't out yet, how can you announce for it? Right, so that's fair enough. I'm going to get to the chat here momentarily, but let's finish this video first.
Metroid Prime 4 is going to be there, as well as an unknown Legend of Zelda remake or remaster. How interesting! And that says that that's on top of the previously reported Breath of the Wild remaster, which was already shown to the developers to show off the power of the Switch 2. So not only are we getting Breath of the Wild remaster, but we're getting an unknown Legend of Zelda remake or remaster. My personal guess on this is that it's going to be Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. It seems like that's like the quintessential Legend of Zelda game, like whenever Echoes of Wisdom just came out, that took place in the Hyrule of Link to the Past. And we also got Link's Awakening back in the Game Boy, which came out right around the same time as Link to the Past, so Nintendo does respect their history, and I do think that we will be getting a remake of Link to the Past. How cool would that be? That's what I really want. No,
I don't think every game... I'm not sure if every game will be cartridge capable. That's a good that's a good thing to bring up. But at the same time, it's like, I take that back actually, because there's SD cards. Like I have a whole OS. I have a whole OS on an SD card for my Steam Deck. I have Windows on my Steam Deck off of a little tiny SD card. So I redact my statement on you cannot fit something on that small of a... Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I think you could. And you can get a little terabyte little SD card nowadays. So what they could do with I mean, I would not be. Windows is 8 gigabytes, but not all the games that I have on that SD card. I have Starfield on the SD card. You know how big Starfield is, right? Yeah, and Yobi has a good point. Doom Eternal was on Switch. So, I mean, I think they could do it. I think we underestimate how they can format things, compared to, I mean, every generation they get better at figuring out some of this stuff. And if they're continuing to support something going into the next generation, I think it's definitely going to be able to handle it, right? But keep in mind, they can just go digital with it and just tell everybody, shove it. They could. They very well could. Just go digital and just tell everybody, deal with it. It's cheaper. We don't want to do it. We're going digital. That'd probably make a lot of people mad now, right? I'm not saying that's a good idea. I'm just saying that they could do that, ideally. They really could do that. Anyways, let's keep going.
Not only that, it also is said
welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Diego. I see you.
And Microsoft
I'll be getting to the chat, reading all this
2024,
stuff here momentarily.
as well as EA Sports FC 25. And they are also working on a brand new 3D Super Mario game. Hey, that's awesome. In addition to Super Mario coming, which we all knew would happen, apparently Star Fox is coming for a return as well. There's going to be a new Star Fox game in 2025 as well. And
bro, I don't know, man. I understand now why they said too good to be true, right? Because this dude is just blowing smoke right now. I don't know. A new Star Fox game in 2025? Bro, if they have all these games coming out, I gotta buy that console. I'm sorry. If they just have, like, I shouldn't say the first half, because there's a few games that I don't care about on there because I'll play them because they're third party, right? But you talking about Star Fox, you're talking about Mario Kart with a Diddy Kong racing up in there. Maybe a Zelda while we're with it, with some old school Mario that can play on current hardware. That sounds amazing. I said shallow. Shout out to Talos Ray up in the chat as well. Welcome to the stream, brother. Good morning or good evening, whichever side of the earth that you are on. I honestly don't remember. I'm not sure if you're in America. I don't think you are, actually. I don't think you are. But maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, y'all hit that like button. Yeah, I got more people talking in the chat than I got hitting the like button. What's going on with that? I'm reading y'all's messages and whatnot. Y'all can't just hit that, but come on now. Y'all cold as ice. But anyways.
Or Pokemon. Like, this is like the gift that keeps on giving, y'all. Like, this is insane. So we already know about Pokemon Legends ZA. That was announced, I want to say, like 2 years ago. That was announced quite some time ago.
Pokemon's coming out.
And then there's
it's game over. As soon as that comes out, Switch 2 is flying.
Coming out in late 2026, apparently, as well. Also in 2026, there will reportedly be a brand new Super Smash Bros. Game too, if you're a fan
good
of
morning,
those.
Then. Australia.
Then it goes
Golly.
on. But wait, there's more. There's even talk of the Final Fantasy IX remake launching alongside the Switch 2 this summer, which would,
keep mentioning shit.
If there is a remake that I am anticipating this year that's better than, like, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, it's definitely Final Fantasy IX. That is one of my favorite Final Fantasies of all time. For the longest time, it actually was my favorite Final Fantasy game, and it's still up there as, like, number 2 right now. I absolutely adore it. Put that in there with some quality of life additions. Maybe make Beatrix a recruitable character. That would be kind of cool. Put that speed up function in the battles, you know, that sort of stuff. I would love it. Oh gosh, I just cannot wait for that to come out. That was part of the NVIDIA leak that happened quite some time ago. I want to say 2021 that happened, and we got every single freaking game from that except for Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy Tactics Remake. So maybe there's a Tactics Remake out there too. If 9 Remake comes up, we know that Tactics Remake is right behind it. That would be great. Speaking of Final Fantasy, there is Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, which also were noticeably absent from the Nintendo Switch. Both releases were, but now that both of them are going multi-platform and the Switch 2 is as powerful as a PS4, they should be able to put those games over on the Switch 2, which would be great. In addition to that, there is talk of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater coming on out, although Konami hasn't really said anything about a release date for that one at all on any other systems, let alone the Switch 2. So this is super exciting news to me. Then it goes on to just list all the various games, such as Assassin's Creed Mirage, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Diablo 4, Fallout 4, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Marvel Rivals, Red Dead Redemption 2, Starfield, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Tekken 8, and more that I have already mentioned. This is just fantastic.
I'm telling you guys, this will be that third-party Switch. That all the third-party games that y'all feel like they've been missing, they're gonna start pouring over in droves. All of these companies are trying to eat. All of these companies are trying to eat. Right, you're gonna be seeing Capcom games coming over. You might see Tekken fly up over there. Yeah. I mean, wait, like Jagger Blaze Alice, you might see Starfield fly over there. Like, bro, like this Switch is gonna be nuts. They're gonna make sure that you want this Switch too. They're still gonna support the previous Switch, as they said, right? Which makes a lot of sense. Why wouldn't they continue to support the old Switch? It's killing it still. It's not killing it as much as they had thought, because they estimated 14 million and they only got like 10, like less than 10. So, I mean, they didn't quite hit, what they wanted, but I mean, it's on its like eighth going towards 9th year. Like, bro, it's still selling really good. It's selling better than the Xbox is selling. Half the time, some of the time it's selling better than the PlayStation is sometimes. Probably been a little bit from that, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been tracking it. But I remember there was many of times throughout this generation where Switch was up there. So you're definitely going to see a lot. It's going to be nuts, the amount of third-party support the Switch gets. I think it's going to be the most third-party support that we've seen since probably the GameCube. Maybe even the 64. I'd probably say the GameCube, to be honest. That's interesting.
Normally don't get that excited about console releases. Like, I'm kind of like a wait and see kind of guy, you know what I mean? I've been burned by console releases for like the Xbox 360 whenever that came out, and it came out flying, came out swinging, had a ton of RPGs on it and everything. Oh, well, this is the one that I want, and I actually purchased it before I purchased the PS3 because it had so many RPGs, and then it kind of like flip-flopped, you know what I mean? And we ended up like only getting about 3 good RPGs or so on the system, and then all the rest of them went over the PS3. Same thing with the PlayStation Vita. Whenever that came out, I was like, oh, Ys Memories of Sosetta. Oh my gosh, the Tales games, the Triverse games, Tales of Hearts are coming out. Persona 4 Golden coming out. I've got to get a Vita. And then it just kind of like dropped, So I'm a wait and see kind of person on this. And even though I do have a lot of these other games, such as Visions of Mana or Metaphor ReFantasia or some of these other ones that are coming out, the Final Fantasy games and everything, Nintendo does not disappoint as far as I'm concerned. They seem to be, they know what they're doing. This isn't their first rodeo. They've been around the block a time or two, and they know what gamers want, and they are putting it out there. They know their exclusives. They have just everything here. This is fan-freaking-tastic, and I cannot wait until April to see if this is all true. Also, in addition, there's a rumored Switch Nintendo Direct for this February too. So this wouldn't be going on with the Switch 2, but just Switch games. So you might even be learning more.
Interesting. That was a good video. That was a good video. Shout out to the Sly Crow. Shout out to you, dog. Shout out to the Sly Crow for sharing that awesome video. Hopefully some of that stuff comes to fruition. Keep in mind, you guys, if you want to join the Discord, be able to toss up some news for me to be able to talk about, or if you just have some stuff that you want to be able to say, or hell, if you want to join the conversation at some point, the chance to be able to join the conversation that shoots you right into the to the Discord lobby to be able to speak is in the description below. But if you just want to flat out just join the Discord and you just want to be able to speak in the Discord, hang out in the Discord, whatever, you can join it with this link right here. I shared it a few times in the chat. Just click on that link. It'll take you to the general, and you can put whatever in the Discord you want. I'll talk about it if it's news related or whatnot. Just have a good time with us. Share your time with us over at TSWS. As I was saying earlier, I did finally get a domain name for my channel and everything. So I finally got an email address that's appropriate to give to developers and stuff like that, and to be able to email and stuff out to them. Also, we are going to be working towards making a landing page website for all of our content and whatnot, so you guys will be able to find it easier. We're taking baby steps. I actually put this on Twitter earlier. I'll go back over here and just to show you guys. I went on ahead and posted that earlier. I'm mighty proud of it. Say what you want to say, but I'm mighty proud of it. It says right here, I said, finally, TSWS, my channel, finally got a domain name, a proper email, and we'll be looking to make a website in the near future. Finally, a W. I'm doing the work. I'm baby stepping. I ain't no slacker. I'm outside all the time, y'all. I'm out here. But anyways, let's keep it pushing. That was good news. Thank you so much, the Sly Crow. I appreciate all that. That was awesome. What else do we have to talk about? Before I get to one of the other big ones I wanted to talk about, Sumo Digital. Not to say that this isn't a big one, but they do have some pretty big news, right? It says right here from Hazardor Gaming, shout out to him. It says Sumo Digital business update. Sumo Digital canceling the development of their own IP and now refocusing the studio into working on development services for partners exclusively. Shout out to Sir X Man with the $2 super chat, hitting that love and that like button on bro. Well, I guess it don't let me hit the like button. But anyways, he says outdoing things, set new Battlefield news, or he said, I'm assuming he said seen new Battlefield news. Awesome. Yeah, the new Battlefield news. I haven't talked about it, but I've seen that Loke was talking about it on the channel yesterday. I thought it was mad interesting. They finally brought back the destruction. The stuff looks crazy. It almost looks unreal. So a lot of people, I seen there was I think Jez Corden had a, let me pop it up on a different one. All right, so Jez, I'm pretty sure he had one. And I even voted no on it, right? I think he did. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Let me scroll down and see if I can see it. If I don't see it by up, no, this has been too many days now. Yep, I don't see it. I don't remember who put it. I thought it was Jez that put it up, but somebody had a poll that showed will Battlefield come out properly? Yes or no? And I'm sorry, I even clicked no. I don't trust them. I don't trust them to come sliding through on that to be smooth as butter. I'm sorry, EA. I don't trust y'all. There's been too many times EA has not did it right. All right, so let me go over to the chat before I go to talk about Sumo and what they got going on. As I said, the Discord link is in the chat. If you want to join our Discord, it's free. You just click on the button. It'll all you have to do from there is just accept the invite, and you will be in our Discord. But anyways, let's see. Going back, Diego joined a little while back. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to start out with Yobi right here. It says, Diddy Kong Racing, I've been fiending for that game to come back. I'm 100% with you, dog. Diddy Kong Racing and the new Mario Kart would be hot, even if they just have just that world just for a little bit, or just like, I don't know. Just give me that back. Anyways, Diego goes to say people bought that Labo so they can get away with anything. Damn near. They were selling cardboard to folks, and people bought it. Crazy. All right. Let's see. Sapo says Final Fantasy IX remake. What? They haven't even finished Rebirth. Who's making it? Good question. Legendary Yobi says it's a rumor that Pokemon Black 1 and 2 are getting remake or remastered. Remake 1 and 2, I'm sold. Best Pokemon game ever made. The story was epic. The Sly Crow says, nah, not Starfield. Jagger Blaze Alex says, wait, Starfield on Switch 2? I mean, it'd be nuts, right? I don't know, though. I mean, that's a pretty heavy CPU game. I don't know. If the Switch 2 is really coming out swinging like that, though, let it happen. I mean, they already said they're going third party, putting games everywhere. Let it happen. I want to see it work over there. That'd be interesting. I ain't buying it, but I think that's interesting. I'll check it out from somebody else's perspective. I ain't buying that though. That sounds terrible to get the Starfield on the Switch. I'm sorry. That just does not sound good to me. But it'd be smart. I mean, you see Elder Scrolls over there, but Skyrim and whatnot. I don't see why they wouldn't want to put a Fallout over there, Fallout 4 or whatnot. Like, or just 76, right? Fuck it. Let's see. Diego says Super Switch was wasted. Yeah, it was. What a wasted name. The Sly Crow says, I doubt the Final Fantasy remaster, but what he said about the old Zelda remake, it could happen. I totally believe that could happen just because that'd be easy money for them, in my opinion. Maybe not super easy, but definitely get a lot of cash for that. Sapo says, this is too good to believe. I'm not holding my breath. I'd be surprised if half of what he named appears on Switch 2, and I agree with that. Because we see it every few months when it comes to Xbox or PlayStation, when it comes to these showcases. We always think there's gonna be hardware at this event. Oh, there's gonna be hardware. Oh, there's gonna be some sort of there's going to be some sort of wild announcement. I remember one of the last PlayStation showcase. Oh, we're going to see what Santa Monica's finally been cooking. We wish, but most of the time we get very little of what we expect, which is pretty wild, but Keeps things interesting, I guess. Diego says sales Xbox, the two don't jive. Okay, sure. Ray Cheese says Diego, I want White Knight Chronicle remasters, Eco remake, Medieval 2 remake, Nobody dislike remasters. What we dislike are the Last of Us remasters. That's a fact. That's a fact right there. Like, we get tired of remasters of games that are just not even old. They're not even like, there's so many great old games, especially by some of the developers that are making these remakes, you know, especially, you know, Naughty Dog. So, It would have been real interesting if Naughty Dog would have came out with that old fighter game that they used to have that was, I think, available on the 3DO. Oh man, I have the game. I forgot what it was called though. I'd have to go pull out my disc of games and look at the name. It's I don't think it's Way of the Warrior. I don't remember what it is. Maybe you guys remember. I don't know. But anyways, Sly Crow says Square still needs to work on more DQ HD remasters. Okay. More Dragon Quest for you, huh? I don't think a lot of people would argue with you on that one. Diego says, Ray, they did it to have something on the market with the PS5 logo. I get you, but guess what other people do like it? The ones that won their collection match. And I'm assuming you meant to say something else. Either that or I read it wrong. But he then says, I do want Eco remake. I want a remaster of Last Guardian. Okay. Sapo says, I know what he hasn't named that would be perfect for the Switch 2. Diablo. I mean, I kind of agree with that. That would be a banger out there. Let's see. Diego says, make it an Ueda collection remaster. Good morning, Verge Base Brizzle. He says, sup ham. Good to see you. Good to see you. The Sly Crow says, Dave Inc. RPGs. Diego UC Ray. I do know for us that want new games, it is annoying. Yeah, I mean, new games would be nice. That would be ideal. A lot of people are trying to reach back into the remasters and stuff like that. Honestly, I think people are just scared, right? Especially big time developers, AAA developers are terrified to create anything new for it to just fall off. But at the same time, they're being greedy, and that's part of the reason that they're having a hard time making anything new prosper. So I don't know. It's kind of like a double-edged sword for them a little bit. But they do it to themselves. They're slapping themselves and then getting mad at the gaming community. They need PS5 logo. Okay, so they won't add the 60 FPS. Apparently, they are early reviews for Civ 7. They are early reviews. Okay. I have PS5 and only have a single PS5 physical base. My 25 PS4 games. Okay, wow. So you have a lot of PS4 games, but PS5, you just cut it all the way. Diego said, I'm fully digital as well. Shit. Shout out to Day Reezy. You see you change your name back. Says, good morning, Ham. What to go? Oh, he says, I'm assuming he says, way to go. And congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Diego says, the only physical I have is my Metal Gear Solid collection for the PS3. Talos says, I wonder if they make it co-op campaign. I'm assuming you're talking about Battlefield. That would be amazing. Oh my goodness. There's just not enough co-op games in my opinion. I'm sorry. There's not. There just isn't. I need more. I don't need it to be forced co-op like what Hazel Light Games likes to do. Even though I'm not mad about that. But I definitely want to see a lot more co-op. Sir X-Man says he sent me the trailer and the DMs. It's hard to say things when you're driving. Sure, I get that. I'll go check out that trailer here in just a little bit after I get done talking about Sumo. Then he says, then Diego says, are we getting a PS5 logo at the Xbox Fan Fest? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, what else was Sir X-Man's check your DM new video. He said, heard you the first time. Relax. All right, I got you, Yobi. Thank you. Mod out here working. I appreciate you. The Sly Crow says, I need a physical for the trade in deals. That's something. That's something that not a lot of people are thinking about anymore, right? Physical for the trade-in deals are nice, right? That is something that a lot of people aren't thinking about, and that's another thing that like people like Microsoft and Nintendo. Well, I don't think Nintendo really cares right now, but PlayStation and Microsoft don't like resale of their stuff. They clearly don't, especially Microsoft because they don't even do physical really, right? So. I think that's interesting. That's an interesting thing to say. Ty says, what are the chances that Sony ports the first Spider-Man over to the Switch 2? Unlikely. Highly unlikely. I don't see that happening. I don't see why that would need to happen. If they did that, that would be pretty insane. I'm sorry. That to me, I don't understand why you do that. I understand why to do it for the PC because it has the power and everything, right? But do you want to scale back on Spider-Man like that? That sounds like a lot of work. You couldn't even get the PC one done right. You think you can scale back properly? Maybe. Probably. But do you want to do that to your own brand? After seeing what Xbox fans are currently, feeling and going through right now? I don't know. That seems kind of not like Sony to do. But if they did do that, that would raise eyebrows. You'd hear that you'd hear the Nintendo community saying what the PlayStation's community is saying to Xbox. Right? It would definitely print money though, Ty. That goes without saying. But I think there'd have to be some sort of plan in place for that to even happen. I don't think they're just taking IPs over there at PlayStation and just throwing them over at the at the enemy gate like Xbox is doing. Right? Xbox, it makes more sense for them to do something like that than PlayStation because PlayStation has a lot more stake with it when it comes to like mind share and whatnot. As for Xbox, they may not have the mind share, but they have the money and capabilities behind closed doors to be able to get their stuff spread out a lot faster. It's just interesting, right? They got more money to be able to just throw out and get stuff done that they want to get done to make a profit as quick as they possibly can. And that's what they're kind of doing right now, right? They're doing what they can to get a quick profit turning so then they can work on kind of getting some sort of regular systems in place to continue that output with well-known people that can continue that output. So it'll be interesting to watch. The pockets does make a lot of sense in that situation to think about. I don't know how much. I don't know how much PlayStation wants to supply Nintendo like that, right? I don't know. I think that, especially if PlayStation's ever planned on making their own hardware or like handheld, forget about it. No, I don't think so. That sounds nuts. Diego says, and keep in mind, Ty, you can join the conversation if you want. I'm gonna be kicking it for probably another like 45 minutes to an hour at least. But Diego says, sounds like printing money. Voidlock says, need a new take on Army of Two. Facts. That game was just super underrated. Super underrated, right? And I feel like it was partially underrated because it came out for a system that begged you to almost play on the internet. Like, if you remember the transition from the PS2, Xbox, GameCube generation, where it was very couch co-op-y, there was 4, ports on the Xbox and GameCube, 2 on the PlayStation, but you could get the multi-tap, right? Turn it into 5 real quick, right? No, I don't think anybody's turning it to 5 or 8 or anything like that, but you could do that. So the 360 was kind of like one of those systems that kind of let you know, hey, we're doing online now. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. We're doing online. And the PlayStation was like, yeah, us too. We're doing online now. Sorry, no couch co-op. Yeah, sure. It says we have 1 to 4 controllers on the back of our controller, but y'all ain't getting 4 controllers on here unless you playing something silly or something small and simple. Like, it was rarely ever anything like big, massive, and amazing, kind of like Conflict Desert Storm was, or I mean, like, it was goofy, but it was still amazing, like Fusion Frenzy. Like, that was great, right? Being able to play a football game with a total of 4 people was great back in the day. You could actually do that stuff. Basketball games as well, right? You'd have damn near a whole team. Like, it was great. That stuff was amazing. And it worked just fine. Nowadays, I mean, I think people are scared to do it. Half the reason because it's just too hard to make. It's too bad. So, I mean, yeah, I agree. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see another Army of Two, a new take on that. That'd be fantastic. I mean, come on now. I mean, they could even use a licensed IP if you need the cachet, right? Like, give me a Bad Boys game. Give Martin Lawrence and fucking old ass Will Smith out there and get them to work. All right, get them in the video game. That would be hot to get a Bad Boys video game. For real, like, I could see each movie being its own game. That would be so hot. Like, get Hazelight on it. That, bro, a forced co-op Bad Boys game by Hazelight Studios. Bro, and having Joseph on that with his wild behavior, bro, that would be so just that'd be phenomenal. I don't know why I just randomly thought of it, but you remember that old movie back in the day? I think it had like Andre 3000. I think Tyrese was in it. Mark Wahlberg. Is called Four Brothers or something like that. Like, that would be a hot game, right? 4 brothers like trying to get their ass up out the hood, right? That would be dope. 4-player game. Something like that. That I miss 4-player games. Even 3-player games are fading, right? We're starting to see less 3-player games. And I've always wondered why the hell they went from 4 to 3. Like, who the hell made that decision? I'm guessing it was for performance reasons or whatnot, but that kind of goes into what I'm saying. It's too hard, so they don't want to do it now, and it stinks. It truly stinks. I'm sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant right there. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate those of y'all that just joined a little bit ago. Some of y'all just hit the like button. I appreciate that. Love that kind of love that y'all sending out there. Appreciate it. Yobi out here saying he has no patience. He needs to focus on driving and not worrying about chatting. Talking about Sir X-Man. He said focus your old ass on the road, bro. Look at where you going. Sir X-Man ain't said nothing a little bit. He either hurting or he doing the right thing. I don't know. But anyways, I hope it's the latter one. The Sly Crow says Final Fantasy VII Remake and Starfield would go hard on the Switch too. It would go nuts. Especially Starfield. I don't know, man. Starfield, I mean, you get Starfield on the Steam Deck right now, and that motherfucker is breathing heavy. So I don't know, like that new Switch better be not strong, strong, with a C in it. Strong. That new Switch 2, if it's gonna have Starfield on, it needs to be strong. I'm telling you, that creation engine, it is no bitch. That shit be kicking. It be kicking that CPU. It's not even the GPU that's the problem. It's the CPU. It be kicking it. But keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. This is something to really keep in mind. As we talk about all these different Switch games with the power in it and whatnot, there was apparently supposed to be a 65-watt charger for the Steam Deck dock, right? Now, I'm not sure if that means the dock is going to be more powerful or if that strictly only means the Switch is more powerful, right? Because remember, the dock of last time was just essentially a projector that had like an internet port if you got the newer version of it, right? Because the older one didn't even come with internet port in. You had to get a USB for that. So with this newer Switch, it had a 65-watt charger that went to it. Supposedly, right? That's supposedly the specs on it that leaked. And the specs that seemingly leaked also leaked what it looked like and whatnot. So it was kind of like, well, this might be true. If it's a 65-watt charger, that's stronger than the Steam Deck charge, which I believe is like 45 watts or something like that for the Steam Deck charge. If it's charging that tough, if it has a 65-watt charger, if it's that tough, very well could possibly be able to run a Starfield game. I wouldn't be surprised at that point. But it really has to come strong. That CPU got to be nice. I don't remember what the CPU was, nor do I probably know the specs of what it means in particular, but I know what 65-watt charger means compared to a 40-watt charger. I know what that means. You just do the math. That means more power. But anyways, what's cracking, Poison Maniac? Thanks for sliding through. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for sliding. Diego says they are the new Sega. You talking about PlayStation? Okay, I got you. Diego says Sean Layden said they will do well on his latest interview. Yeah, they will. They'll do really good. If you talk, I don't know if you're talking about PlayStation or Xbox, but yeah, both of them will do pretty good. I'm assuming they'll both be pretty good. They'll both be making stupid amount of money. Let's see. The Sly Crow says Nathan Drake collection on Switch. Stop it. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to relax. Yes, Army of Two is absolutely. You're right. Back from the dead. Good to see you. Thanks for sliding through, brother. Says, hey, everyone. LAN parties I miss. Poison Maniac says, the Sly Crow says, only Nintendo does multiplayer now. Seemingly, you know what? When you think about it, you're right. They seem to have multiplayer on like a ton of their games. Right? I feel like Nintendo's been on top of the multiplayer game for a minute, but they've been slept on by people that don't want to recognize Nintendo as like a serious place to play.
Now, if they could get their online together, it'd be even better.
Facts. Sir X-Man coming through. I didn't even know he's here. But that's a fact, Sir X-Man. Yes, that's a fact. Because they have a whole...
Sneaky.
Well, I tell you, getting into like playing with people on Switch and whatnot, it's like giving them a social security number, and then you got to figure out, all right, I guess we're joining a Discord because they don't have their own like first party, like, you know, set up for, you know, to be able to have a party chat. Like they're just so detached from
like
everybody else when it comes to the modern era of online gaming.
It ain't like they ain't got the money to do it, my friend. They got cash. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, but the thing is like they see what PlayStation and the Xbox provides, and they like kind of purposely steer in a different direction. Like they're the one person, like, if somebody's like, I want a Dodge Viper, and the next person's like, oh yeah, man, I want like the brand new Corvette Grand Sport, and then the next person's like, I want a Toyota Camry.
I want a Maserati MC20.
No. The last person's just like, I want a Toyota Camry, fully loaded.
I know what you're saying.
Like you're probably gonna get much more bang for your buck out of that Toyota Camry. It's gonna run just as long, if not longer, than the other vehicles, and it costs like half the amount to take care of. Like that is Nintendo in a nutshell versus Xbox and PlayStation. Those two motherfuckers trying to be the nastiest cars out there. Meanwhile, they are getting circled by a Camry.
48 miles a gallon in the next few years for a Toyota. What?
I'm saying, man, it's nuts. But Stanley Francois says, what it do? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for sliding. Y'all just gonna keep going and going and going. Y'all got my chat going nuts today, man. I was trying to go to the chat just to say a couple of things that y'all went, and y'all just kept going and going. So I gotta slow down.
Conversation is about him.
I love it. But I gotta get back to the topics because Sumo Digital. I've been wanting to talk about this for a little bit. This is some news right here, and I'm gonna reread it because it's been like literally like a half hour since I read this before I went over to talk about the chat. But it says Sumo Digital business update. Sumo Digital canceling the development of their own IP and now refocusing the studio into working on development services for partners exclusively. So when I go into the article, let's get this out of there. It says Sumo Group business update following an internal announcement to our people. Please see a business update from Sumo Group below. For over 20 years, we have built an invaluable reputation as a trusted and respected game developer, working with the most prestigious partners in the world on their commercially and creatively successful games. More recently, we embrace opportunities to develop our own IP, taking on ambitious and creative projects that showcased the incredible talent of our teams. This journey has fostered remarkable creativity and innovation, and we are deeply proud of all we have achieved together. However, as the industry evolves, we must balance our creative ambitions. and the commercial realities to future the long-term stability and success of our business. After careful consideration, we have made the strategic decision to focus Sumo Digital exclusively on development services for partners, our core strength, and the foundation of our success. Unavoidably, this transition will have an impact on our studio and people. We are committed to minimizing the impact as much as possible, exploring all all options to retain talent and support those affected with transparency, care, and compassion. This will strengthen our position as a premium development partner, leveraging our expertise to contribute to and create great games for our clients. We either collaborating on our on new or established games, co-developing games, providing specialist engineering, or porting services. We are confident in our team's exceptional talent and our ability to thrive in this new chapter. While this is a difficult moment, this change has no impact on existing or future commitments with partners and provides a better platform for us to focus on our core strengths and return to a thriving business. We appreciate your understanding and support as we navigate this transition. So, that's not great to read and see, but they got to do what they got to do to keep the business afloat. They're essentially saying a lot of what other companies have been saying lately in a really well put together way.
Well, Ham, is what I always say, man. This economy is bad, and these companies gotta adjust. They gotta do what they do to survive this turmoil in this world right now with these companies. You know, because financially, you know, it's not viable right now. So you got to do what you do. I know cutting and laying off and things like that are not fun. It's happened to me in my job over and over. They call them, they bring them, they lay them off, they bring them back. They lay them off, they bring them back. So when the economy is bad, they let people go. But then they bring them. I was in a union, so they had to bring them back. It's a different story.
Well,
but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I absolutely know what you're saying, but it also goes with being more responsible as business owners as well, because you know that whole COVID thing put a lot of people in an exciting moment where they were able to either hire a lot or you know, put out a lot of product to where people could be able to purchase it and, you know, be able or be able to sell quite a bit of things and essentially run out of stock really fast. A lot of businesses were thriving during that time, but now going back to it, a lot of these businesses then got lazy after COVID. Then you know, after all that, you know, stuff stopped with COVID and whatnot, they got lazy, decided to try to keep people they didn't need to keep, overproduce things they didn't need to produce, had people hired that weren't really fit to work in that type of business at all. I mean, my wife talks about it all the time where she goes to visit other places within her company and is just wondering like what type of management is going on where people are overbuying stuff. You see like stock is just way too high for what a company expected to sell, and now they're wondering what to do with all of this stuff. You know, like it's a perfect storm for a lot of these companies out here.
When they got COVID, my friend, it was different for us because I was in the freight business. So, and we picked up stock when COVID came, and more freight because more people started buying things online. So it started. We got a lot more stuff to go to online deals like Amazon and other people. So that's when we started to pick up, and I was one of them essential workers where I had to work during COVID. I didn't have no choice. Never had COVID, but I had to work during COVID. So it's like them times are coming again now, but this time it's the financial burden that's about to hit people. So I've seen a lot less companies ordering things now because of what's happening with the economy. So we're having another big hit out there, man. And these companies out there, these big companies, they're adjusting to it, man. And they be like, we want to survive, so we have to pull some strings to, do what we got to do to survive this incoming storm, man, worldwide. And it's sad to see, but it happens. So that's why these companies are cutting back and trying to tidy up their infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? So they can get a little bit more efficient. And I feel some sorry for some of the ones that are gonna be there because they're gonna be pushing them. They're gonna be pushing them to try to still get the same product out with less people.
Oh yeah, I mean, I mean, majority of businesses expect that, right? Their idea of it is cutting dead weight, not knowing that they're cutting the help that pushed out the stuff to make it seem easy, right?
Correct.
So now you do that, especially with a physical laborist job like a UPS or any type of building job.
Yeah.
You're gonna be.
I gotta let the dog in. I'll be right back.
No, yeah, you're good. You're gonna be in a hell of a pickle once you're like, oh yeah, I overhired. Let me cut all off. Let me trim the fat, and then you over trim the shit out of it, and then you're like, oh man, how the hell am I? How the hell am I gonna get all these projects done within the right time? And then you're behind on everything, and you can't take any new projects, and not great. Yeah, I love it. Shout out to AEC founder Mr. Click out here. Victor Click outside saying for the $2 super chat, is that Father Time talking? Sir X-Man, old ass, yeah. He out here. He out here talking. That's what's up. Good to see you, Vic. Thanks for sliding through. I played your game yesterday. The what's it called? Buckshot Roulette, I believe. I played that for I beat the game yesterday. It only took me 2 tries. The game's not long. If you guys aren't aware of that game, he got me it for Steam. I will definitely play a game if somebody buys it for me. I don't give a damn. I'll try something. Let me know. And also be sure, just like because I'm seeing General Spartans join and Sir X-Man's join. This show is a call-in podcast. You are more than welcome to join the show if you want to. But if you don't want to join the show and you just want to be part of the Discord, you're more than welcome to join the Discord at the link provided in the chat. The link provided in the description below is the link to get into the Discord to speak, the link to be able to just get into the Discord to be able to switch a game and talk your shit and have a good time and just share some random information or news that you want to be able to share on the show. That's your way to be able to do that. But anyways, all right. So yeah, General Spartan, welcome to the show. It's been a few days since I've seen you, brother. How you been? I can hear myself.
Oh, hey. All right, I thought I muted the YouTube side. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, I muted the YouTube side. But oh wait, unless that's my TV.
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it might be my TV. No, playing Call of Duty again. But hey, X-Men, did you see that Battlefield trailer yesterday?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he sent it to me, so I'm still getting a lot of feedback.
Oh man, if that's what that's gonna be like, and they're talking about that game releasing this fall. But the only thing is, of course, where's Grand Theft Auto 6 gonna release? Because that'll determine pretty much the entire fall release schedule.
Oh damn! So they came out with like a whole 5-minute video for Battlefield, so I'm about to check this out.
Oh yeah, I already got into the thing. That queue was pretty long though. But yeah, I got in that thing
last point in breakthrough.
as soon as that trailer ended.
You and your squad going together, trying to accomplish something.
Helicopter crashes into the building next to you, and all of a sudden the roof drops on your
Damn,
head.
shout out to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It already has 48K concurrent players on Steam. It's gonna be nuts. Thanks, Fuzzy Tomato, for that news.
Vehicle play is the destruction.
You've got tanks, you've got jets.
You get a bit sweaty in your palms.
Full
that game
all-out
just came
military
out, too.
experience. It's just unlike any other game I've played.
Yeah, like 12 minutes ago.
This franchise comes with a long history, spanning over 20 years now. But the question is, how do we continue to build on that and push Battlefield to the next level?
I've been playing Battlefield since long before I joined the team. When 1942 first came out, the amount of fun that we all sat down and had with it is just, still like a fond memory.
Let's go.
So joining the Battlefield team, it was about the opportunity to give that team that space to do something just more amazing even than they've done in the past.
We set out with this ambitious idea of creating this new Battlefield universe. And to make that vision reality, we had to think big.
Each of our 4 studios comes with its own culture and expertise into what we call Battlefield Studios.
One team that spans across the globe and combines 20 years of franchise experience with emerging talent.
Let's full screen this.
DICE has such a rich history with Battlefield. We've been working on it for years and years. But we also want to do something bigger and better than we've ever done before. And you can't do that with one studio.
DICE is responsible for the multiplayer part of the game, which incorporates things like destruction systems, class play, squad play, vehicles, gadgets, all of those kind of underlying systems that drive the experience.
So here at Motive, we're working on multiplayer maps, and we're also working on single-player mission content.
We're driving a cinematic experience to the level that's never been done on Battlefield before.
Ripple Effects
Yeah, Spartan, he was
has a
talking
long
about,
history of working on the Battlefield franchise.
We're working on an experience that is really going to open Battlefield up to a whole group of new players, but really still exciting that core audience that has made this franchise so successful.
Criterion have been supporting Battlefield for a decade now, and now we're going to bring that to the table as a fully fledged kind of partner in the Battlefield studios.
Mainly, we've been focused on the single-player experience. So the campaign is back for Battlefield.
Let's go. Campaign is back.
We have never before had this many teams and talents dedicated to the development of Battlefield. And we have a plan to create a new, exciting future for the franchise.
This has me hyped. I'm probably
our
gonna play some
players.
Battlefield tonight.
This game has so much
Already have
potential,
Battlefield 4 loaded
so
on
I
the
think it's
Series
about
X.
giving the team this time to really hone their craft.
We have to prototype, play test, get feedback,
And then repeat that loop.
over and over and over again. We have to find gameplay that really resonates with the players and then build on that.
Battlefield Labs is our new development initiative where players will get to test specific focus areas in the game.
We've done similar things in the past, but this is a whole nother level. We're doing it before we launch the game, and we're doing it with so much more content.
It's an exciting way for us to interact with our audience before things go live and make sure that what we have is really fun and polished.
And we have to test everything, combat to destruction to maps and modes.
We're going to test all the new features that we're putting out, and we're going to test hardware like weapons, vehicles, and gadgets.
We can try different things, but also validate what players are expecting from Battlefield.
That feedback is crucial in helping us know what to prioritize, what needs improvement, and what feels like a true Battlefield experience.
We're pre-alpha, so now is the time to test all the experiences our teams have been building for our upcoming launch and beyond.
Join our Discord where you can learn more about our new closed testing environment. We call it Battlefield Labs. Let's build Battlefield together.
That looks so good.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Battlefield Labs. I can hear your TV in the background. All right, so yeah, Battlefield Labs. Does anybody have a link to that? Because I might need to go in there and see if there's any room.
It's let me see, because I was just in that thing. Yes, I just signed up for it yesterday.
Yeah, I did too. I signed up for Xbox and the PC.
Yeah, I signed up for Xbox. Actually, I forgot what the doggone site, because I'm in there. I'm in the Battlefield Discord also.
Yeah, me too.
But
I'm just waiting for them to say yes, okay.
Yeah.
You signed in with your Battlefield account, your EA account, right?
I should have, because it's on my the one I have for Xbox.
Yeah, did they send you the 6-digit code so you could put in and verify it?
Hang on.
Yeah,
Let me go.
I got
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to slide that over here.
I gotta send it to my email. So
I'm gonna need you to slide that on over here.
say, Ham, say, I won't do that. Right, Ham? Right here.
Let me see. I'm checking my Outlook.
Could you slide it over here? I'm gonna put it in the chat so other people can get access to it too if they don't have it.
Yeah, because since I've been a member with EA for so long, they automatically send me stuff every time. So that's why I was like, I saw it in my email. I was like, damn, they sent me one and I didn't even do nothing.
That's weird.
So yeah, just let me know when you send that over, and I will put that out there for everybody else to check out.
Even though I haven't played Battlefield in a long time too.
EA, they know who plays their games. So I've been signing up with EA Battlefields forever. So they always send me stuff. I just never been in their Discord.
I don't know. Do you play X-Men? Do you play them on PC mostly?
I play it on Xbox mostly, but I do play it on PC too. I got them both on PC. Battlefield 4 and Battlefield and regular Battlefield.
Okay.
And the Xbox version.
Well, I mean, I played Battlefield. Well, I played It's how I played Battlefield on multiple consoles. I mean, I played Battlefield. I started with Battlefield Modern Combat, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat on the OG Xbox.
Oh yeah.
I played Bad Company and Bad Company 2 on PS3. Battlefield 3 also on PS3. Battlefield 4 on PS4.
1942 on the 360. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's Spartan that has the echo. Yobi. Shout out to Be Nice. With he says good morning and panel chat. Gaming nerds and stalker. That echo is fierce, Spartan.
I'm gonna see if I can find that link for you on my phone real quick.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. I don't know because my TV's muted. So.
Is it from your headset or speakers or?
Probably the speakers on my computer. Cause I'm on a Mac.
Oh, that explains everything.
Oh, come on. All my information was in my last Mac. I just basically bought another Mac, so I just transferred it over. It's an M1. It's a one I bought in the pandemic.
Yeah, Yobi said you better fix that joint.
I mean,
Oh shit!
Come on. Yeah.
But Destiny 2, of course, you know, if you're still on that game, they have some Starfield inspired cosmetics. Shout out to Yobi for sending out this tweet over to me to be able to show to y'all. But here is the trailer for that.
I gotta get back in the Starfield.
It is Star Wars.
Hey, Cam, I'll be right back. I'm going to the kitchen with my mother. Be right back.
I could really see Bungie doing a Star Wars game.
It wouldn't be too bad. I'm not gonna lie, that wouldn't be too bad.
Yep, that actually looks pretty hot. I said Starfield. I meant
You said Starfield.
I meant Bungie. I said Starfield. My bad. I meant Bungie and Destiny. That's probably I probably accidentally said Starfield when I meant to say Destiny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But y'all know what I meant, Jacob, out here pointing out
I know what you mean.
Jerk. But anyways, y'all hit the like button. I
I
appreciate y'all
got
for
the
sliding
logos.
through. Good to see you, Jacob. Thank you.
I'm trying to share it in my email.
Yeah. Just send it to me like you sent that Battlefield thing over, and I'll check it out.
Forward as an attachment. Oh no, that ain't working.
Okay, so another thing I wanted to bring up, which I'm sure you're going to be happy about, Sir X-Man, is EA confirms the Need for Speed franchise will continue.
Depends on
pretty much after the Battlefield game's done.
Yeah, I heard about that. It depends on which Need for Speed. That's the question.
Yeah, that is the question, right? It says right here, Need for Speed will return to EA pledges, but the team's all in on Battlefield for now. This was posted yesterday saying Need for Speed and Burnout developer Criterion. Get out of my way. Criterion is now entirely focused on developing EA's next Battlefield game. The publisher has told Eurogamer, but there are still plans for the studio to return to its racing roots at some point in the near future. Back in September of 2023, EA announced that the majority of Criterion would be would move over to support development on the next Battlefield game, while a smaller core group within the British studio continued on with Need for Speed. So somebody is working on it right now. It's just they're going to be in, bigger production once they're done with Battlefield. It says at the time, Battlefield boss Vincent Bella said Criterion's Need for Speed team would continue work to shape what's next for the franchise. In the 18 months since we've seen additional content arrive for the 2022 Need for Speed Unbound, the series' latest and last launch to date, but no word on what's next after that. Surprise, we're still here. Developer Criterion Games wrote in a blog post in February 2024 when it celebrated Need for Speed's 30th anniversary with an announcement that Unbound would be supported until the end of the year. Today it sounds like what's next for Need for Speed is still some ways off, even if there's a commitment to the series long term. Need for Speed team at Criterion are joining their colleagues. All right, how many times are they going to say the same thing over and over? Jeez Louise. It's like you're copying and pasting the same sentence. With an increased understanding of what our players want in a Need for Speed experience, we plan to bring the franchise back in a new and interesting way. Once an annual stalwart of EA release schedule. The Need for Speed series now looks set for an extended break with no new game seemingly in active development. All right. I'm not reading any more of this article because it just keeps saying the same stuff
Understand.
repeatedly. It's that drives me nuts when an article just says the same thing 7 different ways.
All right.
Like that just drives me insane.
Here's the easiest way to do it. All right. Subscribe to Battlefield on Twitter, and then it'll be there. And then all you gotta do is just what you can follow them, and then you can find the link right there. That's the easiest way I can do it. Then you can find the link to try and enjoy the alpha, beta, whatever it is.
All right, this
'Cause
thing
they
right
sent
here.
it via email. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, should be. No, yeah, as long as it's EA, yeah. But do that. I want them to make me another Burnout. I'm tired of Need for Speeds, man. Give me a
Where's the
new
link?
Burnout.
That's the Discord. Okay, visit labs where you can sign up. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Who's
right
that
there.
in there? Is that Yobi?
No, what's
No,
up,
that's
fellas?
Vinny. Shout out to Vinny. What's cracking? Good morning to you, sir. And I seen that you purchased Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for 40.
Oh,
No, you
yes,
didn't.
sir.
You guilty, motherfucker.
Hey, it was $40. That was a steal.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right?
Dude, PC gaming is the best, bro.
Is that what you came here to
literally
say?
get, like, brand
No, I'm
new
just kidding.
games.
Go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
mean,
like
for
you
the
can
for,
literally
for
get
the
brand new
deals, why not?
games.
Just before you continue, in the chat, you guys, just to let you know, I put 3 times in the chat right there the link to the website right here for Battlefield Labs if you wanted to try to sign up to get in. You already know, based on what we heard yesterday, it's going to be nuts trying to play on day 1 based off of the reaction that people have had. But anyways, Vinny, have you turned on the game yet?
No, it's just about to finish downloading.
Oh, okay. How big is it?
It's not that big. Let me check. It's like 78 gigabytes.
Oh, yeah, that's not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
I mean, to put it in perspective, Starfield's double that.
And that's kind of funny. We say 78 gigs ain't that much nowadays compared to what we used to get.
Well, like I just got done saying, Starfield is double that.
I'm talking about what we used to get back in the day, Ham. Remember on the 360, you barely got like
20
2, 3
gigabytes used to
gigs
be
a game, right?
20 I remember 20 gigabytes. That used to be crazy.
That was a hard drive.
Yeah. Remember the Elites only had like 100. The Xbox 360 Elite only had like
250.
125
Elite had a
gigabytes,
250.
150.
250 gigs. Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, whoa, this is gonna last a while.
It did.
Nowadays it's like 10 terabytes. It's like I might download a few games with this.
Right? You got all the Call of Duties on 1 terabyte.
On the OG Xbox, you know, you didn't even get a gig for a game. It was like what, 400-500 megabytes.
Bro, nobody's seen terabytes and like before Chris Hansen, man. He's the only person I saw terabytes back then.
Oh my God, you're terrible. I just put that together. I'm like, hold on. That's nasty.
Terabytes wasn't a thing back then. You know?
Don't give them no ideas, dude.
Oh my God, that was foul. Jacob Novak says, Ham, like I said, you are transferred to a wait site to access the lab's website with 1+ hour wait times. Yikes. So there's a heads up for that.
And that lets you know people trying to get in to play it.
Yeah. Hey, when does that play test even start? Do you know?
It's been going in and out. It's been, it depends on when they send you the information to get in. So you just have to wait, run a waiting list.
No. So is it like live right now?
Yeah, it's been live for like they've been testing it for about 6 months to a year.
Wow. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Jagger Blaze Alex becoming a member of the channel. Let's go. Welcome to They Said We Said Silver, which is like the only. It's the premium. It's the only tier. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. You've been here damn near every day, so I appreciate you throwing back some support. I appreciate that a lot, for real. But anyways, what's up?
I'm grandfathered in like my T-Mobile account.
Oh man, yeah. So actually, I've been a member for a long time. You've been a member since Adam made the Apple.
Since the Great Depression, man.
Since the Great Depression. Oh man, I don't know. You talking about just a year ago or just earlier this year? I'm just kidding.
Exactly what I was talking about. Close to 20 months, dude. When you first started, I was right there day one. Remember?
Yeah, you were. You and Too Big.
Yeah, me and Too Big
were like day one when I've got 1,000 subscribers. So like, shout out to y'all.
I was just lucky, I guess.
But here's some news, and I'm happy that you're here, Vinny, because I want to hear your thoughts on this, because this is great. So, so Ecstasies on Twitter. He has his name spelled real weird. Ecstasies, though. He's a brother from Down Under. He's a good guy, though. I've seen him on Booden's podcast quite a bit. He does a lot of leaking type of information. So, man, be quiet.
I wasn't the only one singing with me. You said that. I'm sorry, you said Land Down Under, man. We had two dudes.
All right. Anyways, he puts out here, he says, very spicy with Valve. It's already seemed that a new Valve console is coming to compete against PS5 and Xbox in the future. Thanks to HandleDet, we have learned that Valve works hand in hand with AMD and its RDNA 4 technologies. And then he put out a link right here.
Amigos y amigas, en vaya videazo acabáis de entrar porque sí en el.
And I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. But yeah, so thoughts about this Valve system that could be coming out. I could totally see them doing that. Where are you at with it?
That would be
Vinny. I'm kind of curious.
That would be crazy if they make a console. I mean, it was just like it would complete their ecosystem pretty much. I mean, you have like PC where you can play your games. You have the Steam Deck where you can play your games. And now you can set up like a stationary Steam Deck at your living room to play games. Like, dude, they're taking over the household.
Talking about people that have been members for a long time. Shout out to Ray Chi, member for 19 months. He says 19 months since the start of the membership. Ray Chi was also one of the early adopters. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because that's when I did it, and then Ray Chi did it at the same time, back to back.
Bro, y'all are dope. I
He's
appreciate
here every
y'all,
show.
son. That's awesome. Let's go. I appreciate it.
A lot of people
Stuck
show up.
around. Not only became a member, but stuck around. That's what's up. But yeah, Vinny.
And he goes to every show.
What's that?
Ray Chi's in every
Ray Chi
show.
goes to every show.
Yeah, he is. He's even like seen my wife playing Halo on my channel. Like he's been on like every show
and everything.
But yeah, Vinny, like you were just saying, like Steam is like that could spell disaster for Xbox.
That is disaster for X. That's like 9/11 for Xbox. And
Yeah, because
PlayStation.
everybody's looking at the PlayStation thing and saying that's a disaster for Xbox, and it's like, nah. It doesn't look good for Xbox with the PlayStation thing, but Steam making a console is a literal disaster for Xbox.
That's gonna do because there's only so many console players, right? We've kind of reached that climax.
And not only is it a disaster for Xbox, but that's a disaster for PlayStation as well. Because now it's like, well,
yeah.
Are we going to cancel our involvement with like because then they have to think about their own storefront, and people already ain't trying to fuck with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be a disaster for everybody but Nintendo. Once again.
Let me say this about
Nintendo's
Valve.
safe.
I'm mad about Valve. Instead of making another console, why don't you give us a new Half-Life, a new a Team Fortress, and a brand new Portal, Give us those games. It's been what 10 years, almost 20 years since we seen a game from them. Come on now.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I thought Valve recently had a game that just came out that was like
Half-Life Alex.
Huh?
But it was Half-Life Alex. But
no, I thought they recently came out with a multiplayer game.
It was Deadlock.
Yeah. Didn't that just come out?
Yet. No, it's not out yet.
Oh, it's not. So it was early access that they were talking about, or beta or something like that.
What was the name of the game?
They might not even release it. I don't know.
What's the name of the game?
It's Deadlock.
I think I vaguely heard of it, but
it's like an Overwatch clone.
Man, could you imagine a Team Fortress right now? I don't mean to go off the rails, but I'm just curious. A Team Fortress right now? That would be so.
Who knows? Maybe they make it with the new console, and then it's like crossplay.
Or maybe it's their console exclusive.
Or maybe Deadlock comes out with the new Steam console.
I would not want to buy that for that. I tell you that much.
Could you imagine that console? They say they're making a new console, but they don't have no name to it yet. Could they be like the new Xbox with Steam included? They didn't say the name of the console. They just said they're making a new console. So maybe it's a collaboration with Xbox and Steam. Valve. Steam.
Hey, if they did that, that would be a banger. What like if they did this, like let me put this in a perspective. It'd be nuts. It won't happen at all, but it'd be dope.
Yeah.
If I could have access to my Xbox games on some sort of like partnering console between the two, but I could access Game Pass on there as well.
You know they're gonna do something together. Microsoft and
that
Steam,
would be so hot, bro. Like
they work good together.
Like Game Pass on Steam would be nuts.
And you can download it natively too. Oh, without cloud. Oh.
I know Vinny would be drooling if they had Game Pass on Steam.
I'd be excited because you also get all those microtransaction discounts with Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. Plus, when the game getting ready to come out of the library and you like it, you get to buy it at a discounted price. Plus, you can use your reward points to buy those games.
And the the updates would be proper.
Right, I know it'll be like
instead of late.
Yeah.
There's a lot of benefits to it, to them working together more or less for Xbox than Steam. But I mean, it would definitely grow Steam's money quite a bit because they don't make near as much as like Xbox or PlayStation, but they make a lot of money still. They just don't have to deal with as much overhead.
Because Microsoft software would be having their back just like they do now. Microsoft helps Steam with software upgrades and stuff like that, but people don't know about that though. They never talk about it.
No, we know about it because they get it before we do.
We know about it, Ham. We know about it.
Yeah, we know about it because they get it before we do half the damn time. Shit. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah. So Sir X-Man, so I guess you kind of already talked about what you kind of thought about all of this.
I'm not sweating it too much. If it's like I said, if it's a collaboration between both, it's gonna be fine. But I really wish Valve would start making some of their games they used to make back in the day again. That's all I'm hoping for.
All right, last thing I'm talking about before I get up out of here, because I'm getting hungry as hell, and I got some stuff I gotta do.
I just had a pizza. I'm good.
Shut up. Why you talk about food? I just said I'm hungry. You're an asshole, man. What is wrong
I know,
with
right?
you?
I know. I do it out of love, man. I do it out of love.
Love. Fuck you. You did not do that out of love. All right. But anyways, Push Square has a little article that they got saying Borderlands 4 boasts series boost series deepest and most diverse skill tree. And I don't know about boasting about that right now. I feel like that wasn't even the problem with the last Borderlands. I felt like the problem with the last few Borderlands, or like Borderlands and side Borderlands type games, has been the story.
1 and 2 were the best.
1 and 2 were the best. 2 in particularly for me. I know Vinny really likes 1.
Yeah, because that dragon demon at the end of that motherfucker was a pain in the butt.
Man, I just liked all the enemy types, and I was really big on Borderlands 2 because they had like the constructors and stuff like that, and I loved fighting the robots. I thought that was so fun, and also the Goliaths that would transform if you shot them and if you shot their head off. Like I thought that was
the
amazing.
big map and the exploring and battle and Borderlands 2 was less confusing than Borderlands 3. Man, you don't know how many times I got confused trying to figure out where to go in Borderlands 3 than I did in 1 and 2. You know
I
what
wish
I'm
they
saying?
had honestly remake 2, because when I played 2, I really enjoy it, and then I play 3, and it's hard to go back to 2 because some of the things that they have in 2 are very dated.
They did a remaster with that and the Handsome Jack collection.
They didn't
What, you guys talking about
remaster the
Borderlands?
game mechanics, though.
Oh, well, I was fine with the game.
It feels very
mechanics.
clunky in 2.
That's yeah, exactly. It feels clunky. It feels going and like going from place to place is a little bit more difficult into picking
why I
up
like
all
1, though.
items that you just want to just pick up real quick is more difficult. Into it's actually kind of annoying after a while. But all in all, like, as for skill tree, I like 2 better. Stories, 2 was better. 1 was better as well. Story and whatnot. And the characters in 1 and 2 also were just rememberable. Like I don't feel like any character from 3 I would care to see in 4.
Yeah.
Like, is there any character that you used that you were like, man, if they don't have this guy?
Oh, what's his name? The Beast Tamer.
Oh, I guess Beast Tamer. Flack? Flack wasn't actually kind of nice. Flack was
dope.
nice. To be honest,
really
Flack
cool.
had probably the most. Flack and that other like skinny dude.
Yeah, I would also say the tank chick, the mech chick. She was cool too. She just didn't feel good to play.
Yeah, I hated the Siren though, especially how they did Maya. Maya made me just not even care about the Siren that they left me with.
Yeah, I didn't care about the Siren either.
That Siren with the 6 arms or whatever thing that popped out of the back, I was like, this thing stinks. Especially in comparison
She
to
was
what
supposed to
Maya
be like
did.
Indian, right?
What? Yeah. Maya used to like be able to like phase lock people into place and like it'd explode and kill others and
Yeah,
like it'd
Maya
send you
was,
back
like,
health and
OP.
stuff like that. It was beautiful. Like Maya's character was like fucking was like playing a symphony. It was great.
2 had a ton of good characters. I think everyone but the Gunzerker was cool.
You didn't like Gunzerker? Gunzerker was broken.
I mean, but like, as far as like cool factor, like nobody really talks about him.
He wasn't as good as
Talk
Brick.
about-
He wasn't as interesting as Brick at all.
No, even Ajax was kind of boring. Soldier.
Oh yeah, with the you're talking about with the turret.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
his
felt like
name, right?
Ajax,
Ajax?
and the Gunzerker, both of those guys like had like no story.
Screw both of them. I
Yeah.
always wanted to be the commando. That's always
Yeah,
been my
Roland had a
character
cool story.
in there.
Yeah,
Is the
Roland
commando.
Roland was amazing. He was the original turret guy.
Yeah, and he was like a former Crimson Soldier, whatever they're called, and
I guess I just like guns, and blowing things up and turrets. Because actually, the guy with the turrets and everyone was always like your defender. Because when you build it up enough, you can also heal.
Yep.
With it was in the bubble with everyone.
And
That's
sometimes,
why they
and
are
then
my
after a while, you could get a second one.
Yeah, the double, and then you could get one with a rocket, and one with a machine gun. That was so sick.
Yeah, man.
Borderlands
Borderlands 2 was
was
just-
like it didn't scale.
Borderlands 2 was great. Borderlands 3 had amazing gameplay. I just hated the story.
But like I said,
Borderlands
yeah,
2 was
the-
my favorite gameplay wise.
Yeah,
It
And
had
Borderlands
amazing
3, like I
gameplay.
said-
Even the levels, like what was
The levels were so
Midnight
sick.
Karen or Midnight Karen or something like that?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I just-
They were all just
Swamp
so
area?
replayable. Like I could replay a lot of those, like strikes and whatever you want to call those, like little playlists that they had and
Right,
whatnot.
every time
just-
you pick one, you had to go to Claptrap and all this
Bro,
stuff.
I farmed. I don't think there's a game outside. I mean, other than Ark, I don't think there's a game I farmed harder than Borderlands outside of Ark.
Okay, we all got to be truthful. It was the guns in Borderlands. It was all the guns and the variations. That's what got you hooked on Borderlands. We cannot tell that. We cannot tell that lie or avoid that. It was the guns.
Well, yeah, because you were trying to get the most broken build of all time before you did the same thing with the next character. It was great.
Man. And the
Borderlands
upgrades
2,
to
I
the
had a
guns.
ton of
Oh.
different characters. The Necromancer.
Macromancer was
fucking-
so good.
Right? Maya,
used
of
to love
course, with the siren,
Exploding
because that's my
Bullets.
favorite.
Exploding
Krieg-
bullets, Ham.
Krieg
I
was my
love
favorite
that where you
character.
set them on fire, then you get the toxic ones that you make them burn in the acid. Oh my God, that was sick.
They had the slag weapons were pretty dope.
The lightning one, the lightning SMGs. Oh my God.
Remember the bee shield?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the super B shield with the amp damage. Yeah, that was my thing.
Right, you throw
That's
it out,
what I
and
rocked
then
all the
then
time.
it spreads out, and then it spreads out. Yeah, and
They
like
had
a
the
wing and
spike
stuff like
damage
that.
one. They had a bunch of different ones, right? But anyways, I'm gonna read part of this article. So it's a really short article, and then I'm gonna pretty much work on getting out of here. But it says
You
right
always
here,
say that.
your character choice in Borderlands is much bigger than an aesthetic one, steering you towards a specific playstyle across multiple skill trees. This can be something of a double-edged sword depending on the skills you allow by the trees themselves. Borderlands 4 will apparently expand this aspect, boasting a collection of the deepest and most diverse skill tree the series has yet seen. They always have something like that to say about their games, like the most guns,
Yeah.
or the most something. There's always the most.
Mostest.
Yeah, the most of the mostest. In an interview with Games Radar, senior project producer on Borderlands 4, Anthony Nicholson, says players can expect the game will give players the greatest freedom to shoot and loot they've ever had in the franchise, which stays true. Which stays true to the core of what made Borderlands so innovative when it first landed on the scene. That's in addition to new traversal mechanics. Ooh, that sounds great.
Right, yeah, dude.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
dude.
that's one thing that used to kind of get on my nerves in Borderlands is like I always felt like the cars sucked.
They did.
Like if I
flying
didn't have to
vehicles.
use a vehicle to ramp to get somewhere, I'm not using it.
No, you think that's
It was
worse when you
flying
try to
vehicles,
cross a
like,
real
what the
skinny bridge with a vehicle? That was bad.
The boost
you
in the
fall off
vehicle
the side.
sucked. The weapons in the vehicle sucked.
Oh,
Driving the vehicle sucked.
And you couldn't upgrade a weapon. Like, do me like they did with Crackdown. If I said upgrade weapons, you know, for a vehicle and stuff like that, let the weapon, as long as you're the driver or something like that, spawn with the vehicle. So you got that weapon that you upgrade. Let that happen, just like they do
Give
with
vehicles a
Crackdown.
skill tree. That'd be
Yes,
sick.
give vehicles a
Right,
skill
that's
tree
what I'm
is
talking about,
absolute. I'm 100% with that. To me, there should be no reason that your vehicle is always
Standard.
weaker than you. Like I never understood like that. I'd always
It makes no
like
sense.
my vehicle would explode and I'd be like still at like half health or something like that. I'd be fine. And
let
I'm
me
just
build
like,
a shield for my
this vehicle's
vehicle.
ass.
You know, give me a shield for my vehicle or something, or let it have regeneration. You know, you build the regeneration up for the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That would be hot.
So they put these two right next to each other, and I like it. They said in this, that's in addition to new traversal mechanics and a more seamless world experience. Because sometimes after you've been through a ton of times, it gets annoying,
repetitive. Yeah.
Some of the ways that you have to, travel or do stuff. So hopefully they make that a little bit better.
Seamless.
I felt like 3 was a lot better than 2. So
yeah,
I mean, I
don't
feel like
think
they're
3
going the right
had
direction.
portals. I don't think 3 had the portals like 1 and 2 did. I don't remember where you could travel to a different location like you did in 1 and 2.
You could fast
I
travel.
don't think it had that many of them. Yeah. I can't remember. That's messed up.
It was space vehicles.
Oh God, why did they have space vehicles? I didn't need that. I really didn't need that in the game, dude. I know Handsome Jack did it, but I didn't need that in the game. But it's a stepping stone, I guess.
Sorry, I was
Hello?
on the phone right there. I was on
Oh,
the phone
girl,
right
we thought we all went to mute, man. We like, what's going
Yeah, I
on?
thought we
We
all
don't hear nothing.
No, I was on the phone for a second. Microsoft called me back because I was having trouble with my email for my channel. I got a domain name and everything, so I'm super
Nice,
stoked
bro.
about that.
Congratulations.
But I was having trouble connecting my domain name to 365 and I did everything right, but all of a sudden, like, I just could not access my email. Like, it'd give me an error, and they fixed it while I was asleep. And I woke up this morning and checked it, and I was like, "Oh, it works." And then they just called just
Yeah,
now.
that happens to me when I go to Microsoft with a problem. You do everything straightened out within 24 hours.
Yep, it
Learn
worked out. They
something,
better fix it. I
Sony.
just paid for it. They better fix it.
Learn something, Sony. Learn something.
Oh my goodness, they're not. They don't even do this stuff.
I know, right?
anyways, that's a great way to kind of segue our way up out of here. Thank you so much, Vinny, for sliding through. I think that's 2 days in a row now. Sir X-Man, good to have you back. And then more of you guys consider coming through, spitting your game, talking shit. I know the Slide Crow's been coming through quite a bit lately. General Spartan as well. Legendary Yobi be sliding through as well. So don't be afraid to come through, spit your game, talking shit about your favorite games, or maybe your least favorite games, whatever you got to say, or even platform or whatnot. I don't give a damn. If you have something interesting to say, I'm here for it. But anyways, I'm going to be heading up out of here. I'm going to go relax. Or actually, I'm not going to go relax. I got some shit I got to do. And then I'll be able to relax about
just join the Discord,
2 o'clock,
everybody.
3
I was
o'clock.
able to just jump right in. Just join the Discord. I didn't have to go to the chat. I just joined right into his Discord and pop right into his show. So
Yep, and by the way,
to do it.
access to the Discord is right there in the chat. Right there, you can just click on it. It'll take you to the general chat where you are not on the show, but you will be able to partake in the Discord, speak up if you want to, or be able to talk to other people throughout here. And sometimes we will be gaming on here collectively as a group as well, so you can join us. But anyways, thanks everybody for sliding through. Thanks for those of you that left some super chat. Also welcome Jagger Blaze Alex to the team. He joined as a member to the channel, so that's what's up. I really appreciate that. But y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Loke might be here a little bit later to play Dustborn for whatever reason. I don't understand. But
What the hell is Dustborn?
Yeah, don't worry about it, Sir X-Man. You're not interested. You are not interested. But anyways, y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. Oh yeah, before I get out of here, Vinny and Sir X-Man, if you guys want to, you can let them know where they can find you.
You got something, Vinny? Because I got something.
Just look me up at Uso Vinny, wherever you can.
All right, tonight I'll be on Noof Nukem After Dark show. I became a regular over there, so tonight at 8:30. And I don't care what they say, I played Sniper Elite for the first time with my friend. We did co-op. I do not like Sniper Elite.
Oh, is it worse than the other ones? Or
it's just not my thing. I've never been a sniper, so it's not my thing. So that's about it.
Yeah, I could see your patience wearing real thin fast in that game, Sir X-Man.
Oh, you played it?
Yeah, no, I've played some Sniper Elite games. They're very patient games, so I could see your patient running thin in that game for sure. But anyways, thanks everybody for coming through the show. It's your boy Ham Solo signing out from TSWS Gaming, as usual, letting you know to keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace out.
Peace.